AI is taking over, but is it any good for your health and fitness? Today, we are letting AI decide my workout. We are going for a bodybuilding session, so we decided to ask Chat GPT what it thinks I should do in the gym.
So we're now going into off-season, having just competed 2 weekends ago. So basically I've got a little bit more freedom to kind of get out of the gym and do a little bit more outside of CrossFit. Part of off-season for me this year is going to be getting stronger. So there's going to be more bodybuilding sessions. Today, with a focus on back, arms and core, I'm going to let AI decide what the session is going to be. I'm quite interested to see how this is going to go and just how it's going to structure a session, what it's going to do with the information that I give it, to kind of see what we're going to do.
So to save you the hassle and the pain of trying to watch me type this out about 3 different times, what I was looking for was a workout for my back, biceps and abs. My back in particular is something that I'm trying to strengthen and grow over this off season, so wanted to see what kind of workout it would give me. I was going to a pretty standard bodybuilding gym, so gave it that information so that it could kind of assume I was going to have access to most bodybuilding machines and equipment, as well as usual free weights.
Let's head to the gym. Gotta get into the gym now. I need to get a Monster, of course, because I can't train without a Monster, and we'll work our way through this AI generated back, bis and abs workout. Goods secured. So I think going into it, one of the biggest things that it doesn't have is like a guidance on intensity. But I guess I could have put more of a prompt in to get that. But it's got rest and everything down the bottom, full structure. Maybe I would have had some supersets in there as well, rather than just straight exercises. But on paper, standard bodybuilding workout.
So whilst I started warming up and jumped into the basketball court, which is at this gym, which is pretty cool, this is the breakdown of what Chat GPT gave me for this workout. So it was essentially split quite easily into back, biceps and abs, pretty much like I'd asked it to do. There were 5 back exercises where there was a lot of rowing. There were 5 or 4 bicep exercises to do, and then there were some standard core ones to finish off with as well. So it started off with a bit of a warm-up, so I went in, played some basketball, and then it was time to hit the weights. Starting off with the back exercises, they actually programmed deadlifts for the first one. Now for me, deadlifts is a strength exercise. It is not something I usually do over 5 reps, but this was 3 sets of 8 to 10, so built up, and I think I finished on about 100 kilos. Then the classic lat pull down. This one wanted a fair few reps, and I preferred to use the machine because I was at the gym rather than doing pull-ups, but a nice wide grip on that one. And then flicking straight into a more narrow grip with a seated cable row, and then going into a T-bar row as well. There was lots of rowing, and definitely by the last set of these T-bars, I was feeling this through my lats, and there was definitely some fatigue setting in. So the gym actually got quite busy by the time I was doing arms, so I was being really careful not to film, so I didn't get a lot, but we started off, we had barbell curls, hammer curls, and then going into concentration curls as well. There was a preacher curl prescribed, but I didn't have access to that. There were people using that. It was a Saturday after all. Again, by the end of this, my arms were absolutely fried.
Right, we're on the last part. So I've got 3 planks to do, and then that's the whole session. My arms are blown up. I haven't done that much volume on my biceps in years, and they are feeling it. Also haven't done a lot of planking, any kind of core stuff recently. So my abs are going to be hurting tomorrow as well, I can tell. My abs, my lats and my biceps are going to be blowing. See, why am I finding this hard? Two to go. And then we get it. So that's the full session done. Went through everything apart from the cable curls on the abs, because there wasn't a cable in that second area. So overall, for a bodybuilding session, was very, very effective. but the limitations are going to be when you need to personalize that for someone. That's where AI can't ever replace a coach. It would be very interesting to see what a AI workout for CrossFit would be. Maybe that's another video, because it's a lot more complicated and there's a lot more things to consider. Because when you look at the amount of reps on that one, it was all hypertrophy. There was 10 to 12 reps plus on everything. So it's much more difficult, I think, for them to get the volume right. Like for me, it's fine, but if someone was brand new, that might be a bit more difficult. So interesting to think about that. But yeah, overall, it's actually a pretty good workout considering it wasn't done by a human being.